Darling, 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 I got a cup of tea. Ha! You thought I was gonna miss a day, didn't you? Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me. It's not happening. Me, miss a day. Ha ha! Not anytime soon. You know what? I even have the audacity. I have the audacity today to come back with the intro song. Let's do it just like this. I'm gonna try. Work till I die, till I die, till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, 'cause I'm not giving up on my dream. Yes, hunters. Haha, just like that. You don't know me. You don't. Hey, before I pour my cup of tea. Hey, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kopano, and this is how I do things. A show where you send me your questions, and I'll let you know how I would do things. And I can take it as entertainment or use it as advice. Take it, don't take it, use it, don't use it at all. Do you know why? Let me tell you why. Because me, I, not a professional. Not a professional at all. I'm just letting you know what I would do if I was in your shoes. Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? I missed you guys so much. It's been such a long day. We're literally 13 hours after the original time that we would start. So let me know where you're joining us from, what time of the day it is, what area you're in, what time in terms of like in the middle. Is it like GMT +2 or GMT -6? Wherever you are. Thank you guys so much for joining. So, wait, I also missed the intro song because we've had a whole week of lives last week, and now we're having a whole week of lives this week as well, and it's a bunch of girl talks. Just a bunch of girl talks, and since we're all girls here, yeah, let's just tuck in the thing. All right, cool. So today, while I pour my tea, we have Chantal, No Mondays here, Purple Flower Podcast. I'd really like to know what your podcast is about. Where's also here. Hello, my love. Let me pour myself my tea. I am having cinnamon organic herb infusion tea from Higher Living, and it smells amazing. It smells so good. Ching ching. So we are live from Pretoria right now. It is 8:36, and I can see that Valentine is here. Kyla is here as well. Tembelihle is here. Wewe, hello, my love. We also have, let's see, hey everyone coming from, let's just fix, I think we are a bit jumpy. Ooh, no. Going live with jumpy. Can't do that. Cannot do that. So let's just fix that. Can't fix it. It is what it is. Hope that we can catch each other just a little bit. We are a little jumpy. Let's just fix it. Oh no, I can't fix it. I really can't fix it. There we go. We are a little jumpy, guys. Let's just fix it. There we go. Hey, beautiful people. Let me know if you can see me. We had a little technical difficulties, but we are back. Yes. All right. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. All right, let's continue with today's discussion. So we are having a whole week of lives, and today this one is inspired. It is inspired, and I'm happy to do ones that are inspired because they just, I feel like they mean more and they just make more sense, and they just have something special riding on them. And I hope that you can also feel the same energy that I feel as well. So Sipati is also saying that now it's perfect. I see that Carlene is saying that, yay, we're back. We are back. You're visible. That is Kudzai is also saying, yes, indeed, we are back. We are feeling good. And Annalise is also here as well. Thank you guys so much for joining. Yes, so I can see that we have someone from Guyana who's here, and it's 2:39 in the afternoon. I love that nice sunny time of the day. Tambudzai is saying that we are perfect. Nice. Ntabi, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I can also see my Didi's also here. And I can see the Crystal's here. Boosie's here. Get this party started. Yes, honey. Okay, let's do this. So I heard this line today that literally had me thinking. I was just like, what? Let me know in the live stream chat what you guys are thinking about this. So I was thinking to myself, we have a lot of limitations and we feel broke in life in so many ways. So I heard this line where it said that our limitations strengthen our creativity. It's an opportunity for us to take whatever is limiting us in life and use it as an opportunity to strengthen ourselves and to build our creativity. And I was just like, girl, have you ever been broke? Like super broke, like broken, where you have to skip at least 1 or 2 meals a day. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, no, I'd rather eat supper. Like, no, broke is not cute. How are you? How am I blessed if I'm broke? This is a lie. This is a complete lie. I can't take that as truth for me. You know, this is a lie. You're trying to lie to me. You're trying to put me in a bad place. Broke is not cute. How can you ever say that broke is a blessing? I can't believe that. I can't take that as something that really is a good thing. But that's how I used to think when I was broke. And looking back at the times of serious brokenness, serious brokenness, I look at it and I'm just like, there's certain lessons that you learn when you're broke that you can't learn when you're not broke. And those lessons build you for the time when you no longer will have to be broke, for the time when literally things will start to work out in your life. All right, so in today's session, we're going to talk about how being broke is a blessing. And even if you are broke in money, broke in relationships, broke in anything that is happening in your life, you can still make it work out for you. So apparently you guys can't see me. Hopefully we get back to you. Yes, we're all back. All right, good. So one thing we need to understand about ourselves is that when I say that we are creators and we are creative people, we have our maker. Oh no, guys, we lost each other. All right, let's see. Oh, what's happening? It's my first time watching live. Love your videos. Hey, Jodine, hello. Thank you so much for coming through. Let's see. Everybody else is saying that the connection is gone. So we have Sylvie coming in. Chantal, I'm also experiencing the same problems. That's from Busi. We have Annalisa saying same here, also experiencing problems. So let's see if this gets back to normal. Because I don't know who this is. Maybe the devil's trying to work against me, but this video is going to come out today. It really is. It's fine on my side. SVB. Who else is experiencing problems? Can we see each other? I know that there's a delay, so I might not see you guys. We can see you. We're back. Got cut off. We're back. The internet is really unkind. It's the worst. Sips tea. Telcom. I'm not blaming anyone. Telcom. I'm really not blaming anyone. I'm not. Chantal, let me know if we're back. I can see that Sibu's back. Dineo's back. Tejo's back. Hi, mama. Sipati, for some reason, phone disconnected. My TV's connected. We're back. Khala is back. Abena is back. Where? Nice. Sylvie, nice pick. I know, right? Sylvie's new pick is nice. Let's see. Watching live in Sundowner. Yes, we are back. Should we start from scratch? I feel like we need to start this video from scratch because there's so many things happening in this video. Let's continue. All right, guys. So today we're chatting about being broke. And I know it is not a Chat at the Tuesday. It is a Monday. And we're talking about boss moves on a Monday. So what's this whole deal about talking about being broke on a Monday, girl? What's happening? Look, raise your hand if you've ever been broke in your life. And if you even are broke now, and not just any type of broke, I mean like you are not getting the basic things that you need to get in your life, they're not coming around. Like you want to eat more than you are eating now, but you can't. You want to, you can't even afford airtime. I think it's called minutes, or being able to talk in other countries on your cell phone, being able to call other people, being able to connect to the internet. You have to connect to free internet wherever you're going, because you just can't afford to buy internet or data on your cell phone. Being broke ain't cute. Nisi's just like, me, honey, I feel you. Broke has been an issue in my life. So when I heard this whole saying that, being broke and having limitations in your life is a blessing, because it's an opportunity for you to expand and strengthen in your creativity. I was like, no, get behind me, devil. Broke is not a blessing. How, where, when, where, why? I could not relate with that. But looking back at my life and looking at the times when I was brokest, where it seemed as though I could not be put back together, where the pieces were just too many, the brokenness was just too deep. The lessons that I learned from being broke are the things that have taken me to the point where I am today. And they will take me even further. I know that there's so many people who are just like, the lessons that I learned when I'm broke made me resourceful. They showed me that I'm stronger than I was. And those lessons you can't learn when you got shmoney, honey. Because when you have shmoney, honey, you're just like, throw money at the problem. And you don't learn how to expand yourself. And you don't really learn how to really move beyond the limits that you have right now. So how is being broke a blessing? I'm going to tell you guys why and how being broke is a blessing. I got 5 points for you. I know I'm looking at you guys putting up both hands. Dimpo saying both hands, fam. Being broke too much. Dion is saying I'm broke right now and I'm enjoying it. Dion, your energy is a whole new energy. We need it, all of us. All right, so we also have Kudzai saying, I'm getting by so I can expand the business. Nice. So Kara was saying, me too. It's not a way. It's not good. It's not grand. No wonder saying also being broke. Masero broke, crying. I know. Prudence, Pati, Sylvie, all of us have been in that broke situation, whether it is broke now or broke back then, but broke has happened to us sometime in our lives. So how is this brokenness a blessing? Number one, broke comes in different forms, let me tell you. You can be broke in money, which is the way that most of us experience brokenness, but you can also be broke in terms of your relationships, where it's just like there's a lack of relationships. I want more than what I have right now. It's just not working out for me. What I want in relationships is not what I have in my life right now. I really do want more. I'm broke when it comes to my relationships. We can be broke in resources, which is something that happens to so many of us, where it's just like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I don't have a camera. I don't have data. I don't have a mic. I don't have a ring light. I don't have camera. I don't have the things that I want. So I'm broke in the resources. I'm broke in opportunity. Yeah. You know, when you want something in your life, when you want a job, you want to just get paid. You want a salary and you can't find a job. You're sending your CV to every single place that you can think of and still nothing's coming up. You're broke from an opportunity point of view. You're broke from a relationship point of view. The worst is when you're broke in clothing. You know when you wake up in a bad mood? At the very least, you can pull out an outfit that will make you feel better about your life. But then you stand and you look at your wardrobe and it just makes you feel worse. It can't fix it. You're just like, I can't fix it. Nothing can be fixed right now. Even my clothing is broke. I can't deal with that. I can't. It's not me, right? So Zintle, I'm jobless now for almost 2 years, and we can learn from that, and there's a lesson that comes from that. So I can relate. You are so creative and enjoy the lessons. Hey, you learn to use your little money good. You learn to stretch your money. All right, so you can be broke in all different types of ways. Clothing, you can be broke in petrol, you can be broke in relationships, you can be broke in money. But then how do we then see our brokenness? Number 2 is that broke equals limitations. When you're broke in money, you feel like you're limited in terms of your options. When you're broke in opportunities, you're limited in terms of your options. Being broke in relationships means that I only have one friend, and I wish I had 5 friends, because if that friend is unavailable, I've got no one else to talk to and I feel lonely. If I'm broke in love and I'm just like, the only love I'm getting right now is from my mama, I'm not getting love from anybody else. My brokenness is not it. If I only have one good, crisp white shirt, when it is dirty on the day that I need to go for an interview, oh no, when you're broke in clothing, and then you have a specific outfit that you want to wear that day and you wash it and you wake up in the morning and it's not dry, you're limited. You are limited in terms of options. I've had that feeling. I plan an outfit, I washed it, it's not dry, I have no alternatives. Brokenness of clothing is not cute. It is not cute. It is not it. It doesn't make you feel great. So it limits you. And those limitations, they you are limited in clothing. You only have one good white t-shirt. But because of that limitation, it brings you down emotionally. And the worst is it brings you down mentally. And this just leads to number 3. That limitations can be physical and limitations can be mental. And a lot of the times in our lives, it's not the physical limitations that stop us from succeeding, it's the mental limitations. When we know that we only have so few outfits to wear, we put our minds that I'm going to wear this one outfit. And if it doesn't work out, you're limited mentally. You hate the rest of your wardrobe. You can't come up with any other solutions. You're just like, I only wanted this one. And it's so easy for you to get defeated mentally. And that's it for you. As soon as the one option that you wanted to work out doesn't work out for you, you're just like, that's it. I'm done. It's over. If you only have one friend and that friend is busy, then you think to yourself, you're defeated mentally and you're just like, I can't make any other friends. And it brings you down. And in this world, the devil only has to defeat you mentally. He only has to get you to think that you're defeated for you to be defeated in your life. That's just how it is. When you're defeated with your mental limitations, then the work is already done. Even if you only have 10 rand between you and poverty and you think to yourself, I'm so broke I can't afford anything, then you are defeated mentally to a point where you can't even come up with a solution. You can't even make that 10 rand stretch. You're just like, I'm so broke, I might as well not even use the 10 rand at all. I might as well just die of starvation, because you're defeated mentally. You look at your physical limitations and you let them dictate your internal world. And then that's it for you. You just start to think that I'm done, I'm out of the game, I'm tapping out. And that's what happens to many of us. We look at our limitations, which is like, I don't have a camera, I don't have a mic, I don't have a ring light. This cell phone that's all I have. You know what? I'm not going to start a YouTube channel. That's it. And you're defeated mentally before you even see how far can I stretch the things that I have. Because you might not have a microphone and you might not have a camera, but your phone is good enough. You might not have a ring light, but the sun comes out for you more days than it does not. So you can use the light outside. Every day comes out and there's light outside. Whether the sun is out or behind the clouds, it's still daytime. And you can still use that daytime to film the videos that you need to film in good quality daytime light. But because you're beaten mentally, you give up. You don't do anything. So you just decide, you know what, that's it. I'm not going to do anything about it. I write myself off. And that's what usually happens in our life. We see the limitations physically, and then we limit ourselves mentally even more than that. We've seen relationships fail, other people's relationships fail, and we don't see men around us. So we decide on ourselves. We make a decision. We look at it and we get defeated mentally, and we're just like, you know what? Relationships never work out. I'm not going to be the first person to have a successful relationship because I'm seeing all these other relationships fail. And we defeat ourselves mentally. So when we see another guy coming around, we don't even want to start a relationship with him because we're just like, what's the use? We're defeated mentally. So we never try. We take whatever we have and we hide it away. And I always think about the parable of the talents, where it's just like, you have fear. And that fear is what makes you limit yourself mentally. It takes the little that you have, you don't want to use it, you'd rather hide it instead of trying to take it and expand it and make it into more. So how do we switch that around? If we're broke with money and we're broke with relationships and we're broke with clothing and we're broke with all of those things, how do we take that brokenness? How do we take those limitations? And how do we change our mindset so that something actually works out for us in our lives? Number 4 is that we have to change our mindset. We have to change our perspective and look at limitations as opportunities. I wrote here that if you're broke right now, praise Jesus. Praise the Lord. Start praising Him right now. If you have limitations in your life, start praising right now, because every single limitation is an opportunity for you to grow. It is an opportunity for you to expand. If you only have one friend and you wish you had more friends, that limitation of friendships, that brokenness in your friendship arena in your life is an opportunity for you to learn how to make more friends. It's an opportunity for you to go out and see how to network, for you to learn how to network, for you to be creative and be like, how do I make friends online? How do I research? How do I discover something new? Because every limitation is an opportunity for you to become better. It's an opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to go from where you are now to becoming something that is 5 times, 6 times, 10 times better than where you are now. In a way, I'm starting to think to myself, where are the limitations? Where are the limitations at? Because that's where I'm going to grow. Every single time I see a limitation, I'm just like, where can I expand here? Yeah? There's something I'm not seeing. There's something I'm going to learn. And when I finish with this limitation, when I am done here, when God is done with me in this arena in my life, I'm going to become 10 times better. Where are the limitations at? I want to see. And that's how we should be. Instead of seeing limitations as something where we've been held back in our lives, we should see that the limitation is an experiment. It's an opportunity. It is a place where we can grow and we can expand and we can discover something new. It is showing us that what we did before wasn't working, and we are limited in ways where we can actually expand, learn, grow, and become so much better. So finally, number 5, how far can you stretch your limitations? I've got an example for you. Give me a second. Let me get it. Okay, so here's an elastic band. And an elastic band is something that is restricted in its movement. And what happens with our limitations in our life is that we think that this, I needed to go like around my head. And we look at it, and when we see this, mentally we think to ourselves, I can't do much with this. I can't go far with this at all. You know, sometimes we get so defeated mentally. We look at how small something is and we're like, surely this is not going to happen. I'm done. But then we have the opportunity to see how far something can stretch. And whatever we have, we should ask ourselves, how far can I make this thing stretch? The more we make this thing stretch, the more we learn, the more we grow. Have you ever tried to stretch something? This is part of the example. Have you ever tried to stretch something to a point where it's just like, can I make it stretch a little further because I needed to cover just a bit more space? Can I make it stretch just a little bit more? I need more space. I need more length in my life. That's where we grow, because new strength is found when we stretch. Innovation is found when we stretch. New ideas are found when we stretch. New opportunities are found when we stretch. We find strength in ourselves when we stretch. Have you ever tried to stretch something to a point where you're just like shaking, trying to like stretch the thing? That's how we can be sometimes with ourselves. We need to stretch ourselves and stretch the things that we have to a point where they eventually work out. Because just because you're seeing this small little elastic doesn't mean that this elastic can't go far. We look at this elastic like this and we're just like, that's it. That's as far as I can go. This is where I'm going to live my life. This is what I was made for. That's all I can do. And that's how we look at our limitations. We look at our money, we look at our friendships, we look at our wardrobes, we look at our current situations, and we see that they are broke. We see so many limitations, and we accept it as it is, and that's it. That's all we're going to have. But if we try a little more, if we stretch it, we start to see how much space that we can cover if we just put a little bit of innovation into it. If we just try and fill this up with a few things, We see the distance that we can cover if we just try and stretch. So whatever limitations you may have, if you only have your phone to record a video for YouTube, see how far you can take that phone. Clean the lens, see the right distance, see the right time of the day for you to film. When you film during golden hour, that you get the best lighting during the day, or you film at dusk, or you film literally right before the sun comes up for you to get that nice light that's almost, it's almost chrome in its color. When you do that and you stretch what you have, that's when you get blessed with more. And when you do get blessed with more, even if it's just a little bit of extra, you get to expand on it. By the time you get to afford that camera, you're not just going to do a little bit with that camera. You're going to see how far you can stretch yourself with that camera to a point where it's just like your camera quality is insane. You're taking this free editing software and you're just doing the most craziest edits because you've learned how to do a lot with a little. The day when you are blessed with much more, you are going to be able to multiply in ways that other people were never able to multiply. And those are the lessons that you learned with the limitations. Those are the blessings that you got when you were broke. All of those skills that you learned came when you were broke, honey. So look at your life, look at your limitations and think to yourself, how far can I stretch these limitations? How far can I take the small things that God has given me? How far can they stretch? Because sometimes I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes I look at it and I'm just like, if I'm God and I'm seeing everything from the top, and I'm looking at these kids that I've given them this elastic, and they're just like, that's all I can fit in this elastic is just this, just this one glass. I'm done. I'm just gonna accept this as all that I can do for my life. And then he looks at the other kids who take the same limitations and they're able to stretch them till here. I think those are the ones that he blesses. Those are the ones that he's just like, you can do much with little, and now I'm going to give you more. So look at your life, look at all your limitations and ask yourself, have I stretched my limitations? And how far can I stretch my limitations? Because if you can do a lot with little, then you can do much, much more when you're blessed with more. All right, let's see what the comments are saying. I know I went in with this one because I just felt like it was just, I loved it. All right, so let's see what's happening in the comments. SBV, limitations are actually only in our minds. Very true. That is very true. Chantal, learn a lot from, thank you, bless her heart as she is a blessing. Thank you so much, Chantal. Dion, I'm going to read what Dion said. Now, stretch as far as you can and make it work, honey. Make it work. Ka is saying true, Kopano. And Sipati, I'm going to read what Dion is saying. See, that's why I'm going to get that journal. I feel like I'm missing out. Please do get the journal. I hope you're talking about my journal. This is me just assuming you're talking about her daily success journal. So true. We accept limitations, yes, and that's not cute. Self-sabotage that thing. It really is. Because we look at the things that we have and we limit ourselves, and that's how we sabotage ourselves, because we can do much more with the little that we are given. Chantal, I love that. I know what I'm worth and what I deserve. Let's see. This is interesting. Thank you, Kopano. Only a pleasure, Nisi. Standards, babe. I know what I am worth and what I deserve. That's from Chantal. Life is about learning. That's hats off to you for standing firm. Let's see. God's grace is forever sufficient for his glory. Thank you for uplifting. Much appreciated, Michelle. Only a pleasure. Every limitation is an opportunity for you to grow. Noted. Susan, let's see what else. Thank you for the reminder that we need to praise God within those limitations, because they're an opportunity for us to learn and grow. I'm not broke, but my finances are blessed. Yes, your brokenness is a blessing, because you're going to stretch that money, honey. If you can stretch 10 rand, imagine what you can stretch with 1 million. That's just what I'm saying. You take a 10 rand and you go to the shops and you realize that I can buy a pub this big and I can buy a small tin of fish and come back with change. Maybe just buy myself a licorice. That's just how it is. If you can do that with 10 rand, imagine what you can do with 100. Imagine what you can do with 1,000. And then when you get 1,000,000, you feed a million people with just that amount of money. That's how it is. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. We have to listen again. Too much wisdom to digest in one listen. I know, right? I want to listen to this again. I'm sad I missed the beginning from US. I'm used to going live when I'm off work. Bree, thank you so much for still trying to tune in. Tomorrow we'll be back on the normal time. My equipment is back on standard. True, we learned to stretch stuff we would otherwise not be able to stretch without that lesson. Very, very true. So look at everything you have, and that's why I like my journal, is because every single thing, it's about introspection and looking at, maybe I thought that this thing was a curse, but it's actually a blessing. I looked at the limitation I had, and because of the limitation I had an idea. And because of that idea, I'm going to be stretched and I'm going to have more blessings at the end. All right, no Monde saying good night. I think I should also say good night. Thank you so much, family, for joining today. Thank you for joining at this late hour. Really enjoyed this one, even with the technical difficulties. I might just have to edit this one for everybody else who's going to watch it afterwards. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for the conversation in the chat section, because it was on fire. Thank you so much, family. Really enjoyed this. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30. Bye. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, beautiful people.